I got the wrong. The first I've heard of it.
It was brought up at the meetings, last 2 meetings.
I never heard like a date or time.
No.
She sent the email and she's like, just a reminder. I'm like,
Well, you know,
that was the first I heard about it was when you emailed Brenda.
Yeah.
let me think.
I gotta find that.
It's his face now that he looks like. I hate this. It's like the guy in Oakland, whatever.
It's not the first time it's happened where I hit an email from her and I'm like,
I said,
what?
Yeah.
I don't know if date written down, or time, or anything.
Right.
He's got a nice big screen over here.
Oh, well. Why don't you just move one house over?
Well, this is the farmhouse. But this
Tell
whole,
when we're ready to take.
All right.
this whole thing used to be a farmhouse.
Don't wait. Sorry.
That should be a good place. Come on there yet?
Yep.
Okay. Now you can go.
First.
All right, I'm going to open the public hearing between the Town of Lisbon and the Village of Lannon on Wednesday, August 28th, 2019 at 6:35 p.m. And tonight we're here to hear anyone's comments on the intergovernmental cooperative plan between the Town of Lisbon and the Village of Lannon that's proposed. So anyone who wishes to speak, if you come up to the podium, state your name and address for the record. Right now we have Joe Osterman here, Chairman of the Town of Lisbon, Becky Plotecker, Linda Beal, Mark Moonen, Tadia Gamino, and Tom Goodix. You guys want to?
Alex Kieselbach.
Ron Nellis.
Patrick Yates.
All right. So anyone who wishes to be heard, if you'd like to step forward.
Just for land.
This is just the Lannon one tonight. Does anyone wish to speak? This is strictly a public hearing. There's no action to be taken tonight. It's just here to hear input from the public on the cooperative plan.
Well, let's hear what we want, Lisbon, and.
If you'd step up, we're on television here tonight.
I'm
Sure.
just trying to get the ball rolling. I just want what I
If you state your name and address.
Oh. Gail Nelson in Lisbon.
Have your street address, please?
Address?
Yep.
W266 and 7084 White Oak Drive.
Thank you.
Anyway, one I read in the paper, and I'm talking about the one out of Waukesha, I can't remember.
The Freeman?
Freeman, there you go. Landon is actually one of our allies. They seem to state that their forest, we're talking about becoming a village, right? I mean, this is like one of the first steps. And what I'd like to hear is what's the process that we're going to do that? Are they going to help us to accomplish this thing? Or, stuff like that. That's the things I want to know. I think probably a big share of the people want to know that.
Sure.
Our friends from Sussex and Waukesha, their nasty comments and stuff like that, I hope we can put them in their place. Thank you.
Thank you. So tonight, anyone who wants to hear about the incorporation, and I'll stick around afterwards to talk about, the purpose of tonight is to talk about the governmental agreement between Lannon and Lisbon. If you don't have it, we have some copies over here, and this talks about how we're going to cooperate together, potentially on a water system. We're going to give Lannon access to our compost site. We're going to put some money into their water system, and hopefully, past this agreement, we can work on other things together. But as far as the incorporation goes, yes, a cooperative plan with Lannon will help us in that. We need two. We have one with Merton. We're working on one with Heartland right now. Sussex has expressed interest in working on another one, and obviously this one. So what we're here tonight is to hear positive or negative comments or constructive comments, anything you might have towards this. I mean, we'd really like to hear them. So if anybody has for or against, if you'd like to come up and just tell us, and if you can give us a reason why, we'd love to hear that too.
Ron Everett, North 56, West 25, 420 Richmond Road. I believe that it's a really important thing for the town of Lisbon and Lannon and Merton and all these municipalities to cooperate with one another. I think it helps all the residents as far as their taxes goes. I think that we have a boundary agreement with the village of Sussex that they don't seem to understand that it's locked by the court system. They think that the town of Lisbon is going to renege on that boundary agreement. I was involved in that. I don't think the town will renege. I think there's only positive things as far as the town of Lisbon goes to get incorporated, and I think it's really a good thing for a change to see other municipalities work together. Thanks.
Thank you, Ron. Does anyone else wish to speak? It's going to be a short public hearing. Anyone from the boards wish to make any comments or speak? Just for some information on for the Lannon board, the town of Lisbon did pass a resolution restating our boundary agreement with Sussex that we would turn over the properties in the border agreement at the time they're supposed to be turned over per the border agreement. There is some discussion between Sussex and Lisbon of what the proper time is for that, but they will go to Sussex ultimately. That's part of the boundary agreement, and we did pass that resolution 5-0. We have met with the village of Sussex to try and talk about things. We're going to have another meeting, I think, on the 4th of September to talk about some things again. But we are, that's where we're at with that. So, any comments from the public? I'll do last call for comments, and then I'll close the public hearing.
I can make one comment as far as the water. The village of Lannon, I don't know if you know, we've had some E. coli issues in our shallow aquifer that a lot of residential wells are in. We did, and Lannon School in Lannon had E. coli in it. That is now hooked up to the Lannon municipal water system, so they have clean, safe water. And right now we're studying, and we don't know for sure what elevation our water tower will be at. So we're still completing the studies on that to see what we're going to do. But Sussex Lisbon height, or it was Menominee Falls height, that hasn't been determined, and in the near future we need to make that decision. And my feeling is we all need to work together on everything.
Into the water system, hopefully we can do something together with that, but if we can't, in this agreement, there's nothing binding to say that we have to do this. It'd be nice if we did, because I think, especially if like our Leeds property and the area between Leeds and where your well is, I think it would be beneficial, especially for us. And if that's as far as it went, that'd be fine. If it doesn't work there, that'd be fine too. But we definitely would like to explore that option. I think it would help us both.
Yeah, well, I mean, when you look at the GIS map elevations and stuff, it seems like it just makes sense that we'll end up working together eventually.
So, all right. Linda?
I, as a town board member, would like, I think it's great for all residents. I don't care if it's Lannon, if it's Merton, if it's Lisbon. I think we really need to work together for all of our residents and sit down and talk and work it out. And that's what I would like to see. And this resolution, like Joe said too, with Sussex, we did that, and we want to be very honorable, and we want to be known as honorable people, and we want to work with everyone. So thank you.
Thanks. All right, so do one final call for any comments from the public. All right, we'll close the public hearing then at 6:44 p.m. Anyone who wants to talk about incorporation after, we cannot talk as a board about this, but if you want to come and you can talk to us individually. If you want to talk to me, I'll remain here for a while, and I'll talk to anyone about that, about any questions you might have. So, all right, thank you.
Thanks.